one more question that I want to ask you about restrictions. When they were lifted a few weeks ago, you hired a team of secret shoppers to visit local businesses. Tell us about the idea, and did the findings surprise you at all?
Yeah, I mean, the idea was there was no real data available to me or others on exactly how businesses were responding to the openings. And so I wanted to know whether or not they were taking the precautions that were suggested and whether or not they were opening up at all. And what we found was that that first weekend, only 36% of Dallas businesses with a retail facing component opened up. And that was much lower than I expected. Now, let me just add, all the data is anonymous. We're not releasing any data. It's basically been encrypted and will never be touched or provided to anybody. And we're going to do it again. I think we did it this past weekend. Not this past weekend, we'll do it again next weekend to see what the trends are, to see what percentage of businesses are now opening, to see if more are adhering to some of the sanitation and protocol recommendations, and we'll learn. And that also helps me have guidance with my companies to see what's going on, and with my family, to be honest. And that's why we published it, because families want to know whether or not they can feel confident going out into the world and going into retail environments. I mean, this whole thing, Cynthia, we're asking the question, who can we trust with our lives? Literally. And we're not really getting any answers from our federal government. And so because of that dearth of information, it's really turned to the private sector and to communities and organizations like the Chamber to provide as much information as possible. So that's part of what I was trying to do.